How is my skin looking? It's kind of important. I haven't really had a good look at my face, like in a mirror, for a long time. Because I was up all night pretty much. Had really bad dark circles. And I used my concealer to cover it all up. So my foundation today is just my concealer. And the concealer I'm using is the Makeup Revolution one because I got it finally. And I wanted to test it out today. It's the first time I'm using it. And then I have my trusty powder. My AOA Studio one. I didn't use any other pressed powder. I haven't touched up. Nothing. So, pretty much since like 8:30 this morning. And now it's 2:30. So, it's been a while. And I was out in like 80-something degrees outside. So, wearing jeans. Had this shirt on. Had a wig on. In the heat, walking all around at the flea market, and I haven't touched up once. And now I'm actually going to have a good look at my skin, and I was really, really sweaty walking all around like that, along with everybody else pretty much was, no matter what they were wearing. It was just hot. So I didn't even use setting spray. That's another thing. I didn't get around to using setting spray. We were just kind of in a rush. I didn't even put mascara on because this mascara I've been using has been sticking on my lashes. So even if I don't have any on, there's probably some stuck there from before because it's really hard to remove. So I have a little bit of my highlight on, just whatever was left on the brush. Had on chapstick and the powder and the concealer. So this is the highlight. The rainbow one, whatever was left on my brush. I didn't want to be really, really glowy because then I knew if I was going to sweat, I didn't want to look overly like sweaty, even if I'm not sweaty, because that's how that highlighter kind of makes you look. So, oh wow, it really isn't that bad. It has a weird texture on my nose. Like it just kind of looks dry and broke apart on my nose. But other than that, it looks good like everywhere else. For not using a setting spray, I'm pretty pleased. And usually I can tell by my chin because I have a lot of redness or like acne on my chin. And when it starts to wear down on my chin, I have a good idea that it's probably going to break down everywhere else too. But it didn't really do that. The only area I don't like the way it looks is my nose. And I'm just going to remove it from my nose and put it back on. Even though on camera I think it looks okay, but in real life it's a different story. So other than that, yeah. I did wear my wig. This one, the blue one. I got a lot of compliments. A lot of people like that wig, which is nice. One person complimented my shirt, but all the other compliments I got throughout the day were about the wig. It just is so bold and different. I saw some other people actually have like lighter blue like hair, a couple of people did, but other than that, it's like no one had the kind of blue I had. And then it's like some people decided to be funny and be like, "Oh, is that your actual like real hair color?" And it's like, and I said I wish, and I heard other people laughing. And then this one guy was like, "Oh, did you dye your, were you like dyeing Easter eggs or something?" I was like, "Easter eggs? What?" He was like, did you like get the color from the dye of the Easter eggs and get it in your hair? I was like, yeah, I wish it worked that way. I would just dye my hair with Easter egg colors. But yeah, I guess I just have like a dry area on my nose right now. Even though I moisturize my skin with my elixir thingy like I always do. And I put on the whatchamacallit, primer, my baby skin. So I did the same thing I would always do. I even cleaned off the sponge I was using for this. But I guess with the heat or something, or maybe it was like this before. I don't know, but I'm gonna give it a go again. And this time I'm actually gonna spray my face when I'm done. But I'll tell you something. Just like the way my under eye feels, maybe it's the powder too, but it just feels so soft, like insanely soft. And I like that. So I'm just going back over where I lost some coverage. I think my under eyes are decent. I'm just gonna go in and add another layer and see how it does if you layer it. Because I only did one layer today. Usually, if I really want coverage, I'll do two. But this is like a really good shade for me. I like the fact that it's $7 and not the $20-$25 that my Urban Decay one is. So if all goes well with this concealer, I won't repurchase my Urban Decay one because this is way more affordable. And I also think I might be picking up the Juno & Co. sponge. I heard about it elsewhere before Nikki Tutorials mentioned it, I think. I know I heard about it somewhere. But after seeing Nikki really like it too, I'm like, okay. I want to give this fluffy little thing a go. For it being the $6, it's only $1 more than the Real Techniques. And then I saw the one that Tati was talking about, that memory foam one. That's $20, and that's like pretty much the same price as the Beauty Blender, right? So even if I invested in that, it's not like it's really saving money in that aspect. Maybe if it's not going to use as much of my product, but that's still a lot of money to be putting in a tool and to not even know if you're going to love it or not. So I don't think I'm going to do that. But I will try the Juno & Co. one just to see how I feel about it. Now it's dangerous for me to be going on a site like the Juno & Co. one because they have other makeup brands there. And that's how they get you. It's so like, oh, we like this, and this brand, and it's like, oh, do you? Do you know? Because then it makes me want to get something else from that brand. Hopefully I won't, though. Yep, see, like I said. I don't know if you can see. But I still have mascara on from days ago that I can't get off no matter what I do. It doesn't come off. It's waterproof. And they mean it. Like you could have a full-on fucking like freak the fuck out session and that mascara will probably still be on your eyes. So if you want something that's easy to remove, don't get the Essence waterproof mascara. The one that I have at least. Because now it's like, I feel like it's mixing with something and it's making me lose my mind. It's like something is in my eye, even though nothing is in my eye, but it just feels uncomfortable. And there's that. Hate that. Hate that a bunch. So, reapplying it. Let me see if it looks any better. Yeah. I think that looks a hell of a lot better now that I think because I tried to put it on with my other brush before, and it was damp too. It probably made like a weird texture. So now it looks a lot better. And now I'm just gonna use whatever is left because I know there's a lot left on here. I'm going back over my chin just because I'm an oily person and I told you I was sweating. So it was hot outside. Unless your body, like, you legit do not sweat, and I know people like that. I'm really fucking envious of them if they legit do not sweat at all. Like, they can't sweat. But I was not blessed with that, so that's not me. But yeah. This would be a nice concealer to have, and because it is waterproof and all that. But this one lasted so well all morning and all this afternoon. I wish I knew my nose looked the way it did, but I fixed it now, so it looks way better. And I have an eyelash on my nose. That's cool. But hey, it barely even faded through me sweating, walking around a really hot, packed flea market. So that's not impressive. I don't know what is, especially with the fact that I didn't even use setting spray. I thought for sure my makeup was gonna melt off, and I was like just dabbing my face with a napkin when I felt really oily in the car. And I'm just like, there's no way this is gonna look decent, like, at all. The only part that looked rough is my nose. And even then, I would have went through my day anyway without touching it up. But I fixed it because I figured, why not? Let me see if it does the same thing again. But yeah, this Makeup Revolution concealer really is good. I mean, and I'm only in PA. I can't talk if you're like in Florida or like Texas or somewhere that's really, really humid. I don't know how that's going to be for you. But for a PA summer, it's holding up pretty well. I could probably order it through the Ulta website, but I didn't. I got it through Makeup Revolution's website, but hopefully it's more accessible to me next time around, since both Ultas didn't want to have my shade at all. And I'm the palest shade with neutral undertones. I don't like the smell of the product, but I don't think anyone's really just gonna go and smell it and care all about the scent and nothing else. Because even so, it is a really nice product. $7. I actually have a shade light enough for you if you're paler than me, or like my shade, if that's even a thing. You can have a shade. C1. So hopefully now this will really stay in place. I think the way that it was like kind of setting down was kind of like a satin, because I remember when I put it on my cheeks earlier it looked kind of dewy. So I don't know if it's entirely matte. But I think if you do have oily skin like me, you'll be okay, because I was, and I was sweating. I feel like I've said that like 20 times. Other than that, man, like, I'm just gonna round it to 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, going on like 6-ish hours. Not at the 8-hour mark yet. It is pretty good. I think this could be like my work makeup too, because I know my all-nighter one lasts fine when I'm working, but since I was very active today, perspiring, I think it'll be fine if I work in it. So I really like this concealer. Also, the coverage was pretty good. I feel like I should have talked about that. But yeah, the coverage was pretty good. I had really bad under eye circles. They're pretty much like gone now, especially with the second layer. I feel like if it's not full coverage right away, it's at least a medium and you can build it to a full. I pretty much had no problems. I can cover the redness around my nose. Everything on my chin is covered up just fine, so I'm very content with that. My veiny eyelids look fine. Look camouflaged and normal. So, I'm very, very happy with a $7 concealer that should replace my Urban Decay Naked one. No offense, Urban Decay. I just don't want to spring almost $30 for concealer every time. That would be a lot of money. By then, I could have like 5 concealers that are just Makeup Revolution. Oop, I have it the wrong way. I'm actually kind of surprised that I didn't give myself a headache when I wore my wig all this time. Because I get headaches a lot because of the frickin' wig cap. If you're a wig person, you probably know the pain if you ever had like a headache from a wig. But I didn't have that today. And as soon as I got home, I took my wig off, gave my head a break. But now I'm just putting it on for the sake of it. Just because I feel like it. Here's the straps. Each time I put this on, I'm like, wow. I can't believe I had a dream that I had a wig like this. And it looks the way I imagined it in my dream. The only thing that would be different would be the bangs. Because I'm not too crazy for how the bangs are done. It's like that big, like all together, like chunky bang. Like it covers your eyes a lot of the time. And if you mess with it in any little way, it can look crazy. That's what I don't like about them. Bangs in general are kind of tricky. It's like they have to look good or you look like shit. I've been dying to put a brush through this hair today. Haven't had the chance. See what I mean though? It's like you have to have it just right. This wig's pretty good still. Just gets itty bitty tangles. But nothing a hairbrush can't fix. And since I'm here, I'm able to do so. I've been wanting to try the Makeup Revolution lipstick I have. And to put on this highlight again just a little bit. Content with that. Now let's look to see if I have my lipstick in here. The Angel Wings one. Yep, there it is. I don't know what kind of finish this is going to be, but I know it has glitter. Very pretty. Ooh, it feels really smooth. I feel like it doesn't translate on camera as well as what it looks in real life. But in real life, it's like a metallic-y, but vampy kind of purple, because it has like a darker hint of purple to it and not just like a pastel purple. The way it's dark a little just kind of reminds me of a vampy lipstick. The way the indentation is on the bullet is really weird since the star is there, wasn't it? I don't know, but the indentation in it is really weird, but it kind of like hugs your lip. I never had that with a lipstick before. Yeah, it's really pretty. Definitely not like a matte lipstick. It's just a lipstick that has glitz and glitter in it. Very pretty though. I don't think it would really last if you're eating though, because it feels like a chapstick. Like it just feels like that kind of lipstick you know is gonna come off. But it's pretty. So I'm not mad about it. And these are like altogether my 4th thing to add to the collection. Like there's 4 things total, I mean, that I have of Makeup Revolution. I have the concealer, the highlighter, the lipstick, and the highlighter palette that I got at Ulta itself when I went to look for the concealer, and I was like, well, I want a token of like just something to remember my little trip, because I keep looking for this damn thing and I want to take away something. So that's when I got this palette. So it's like, I got this far. I'm taking something home. I want a trophy of some kind. But anyway, that's my thought on the concealer. Really nice. Really recommend. Everyone's saying it's just as good as the Tarte Shape Tape. If anything, I can't really say so because I never had Tarte Shape Tape. But it is kind of like my Naked Urban Decay concealer, just a little different with like coverage, I guess. But overall, they're both really good. But I would have to say get the Makeup Revolution one just because it's $7. So other than that, I'm expecting some AliExpress stuff. So the accessories should be coming, well, it's all accessories. 2 of the accessories should be coming before everything else. I don't know why, but it's how it's working out so far. And then I have Lambot stuff, which is literally supposed to come tomorrow unless it's early, because I've had that happen a few times before. It'll be like, oh, it's expected Friday, but then I'll get it Thursday instead. So, it's weird, but I'm expecting that stuff. I also got 2 necklaces when I was at the market today. So if I can feel them, I'll show you. They're 50 cents each. And that's all I got when I was at the market today. But it was this little moon one. And it says, together forever through space and time. It has little charms and stuff on it. And a little key. So that was that. And the other one, it's kind of like a choker, I guess. And it's just a heart. Because it, yeah, that's not a bracelet. It's definitely a choker. Let me see if it fits around my neck. Yeah, 50 cents for both, well, each, so $1 for both of these. This is really odd. You have to have it, like, go through this in a certain way. Actually, I don't even think it's a choker. I think it's supposed to be just a necklace, or at least it couldn't fit on me like a choker. Practice this, because this is really odd. Yeah, never mind. It's like, dude, this is tricky for me to do itself. How the hell would I even wear this? But 50 cents. It's really odd. I never had jewelry that closed like that. Oh. Yeah. Really odd. Oh, there goes my phone light. Well, it's been off for about a half hour, so that wasn't so bad. The moon one I can try to put on though. I made a tangle in it. I hate tangles. They're so bad. My bestie, she was able to just like untangle wires so easily. You could have like a huge fucking knot like all over the place in it, and she would just unravel it like it was nothing. I'm like, how the hell did you do that? Like, it would have taken me ages to fix it, even if I sat down, put everything aside, and concentrated. But she's just like, done. I hate when you have to worry about the necklace being like inverted. Like, you know it's not showing the right way, and then you have to keep fixing it. But this is the right way. Probably came from Wish or something, but I don't care. It's really cute. Plus, Wish stuff is really good. Some of the times, like my mom actually found like sterling silver stuff on there. I have a weird thingy in my ear. I know, classy. Couldn't help it though, I think I heard it. There we go. It was all dry. Anyway, that's what this video is. Just all over the place, but mainly was supposed to be about concealer. And my thoughts on the stuff I have by Makeup Revolution. So now I'm gonna let you go. Have a good day, and see ya.